So now that we have added the required keyword and we will not calculate anything unless the user fill out all of these inputs, we need now to work on getting all of these fields, and then we want to determine which operation should we work on. So how can we do that? Well, now since we know in the index.py, since we know how to get these fields and we already got them, we want to determine which operation should we work on. So that can be done obviously by using if statement. I'm going to say here if, and then operation, and then we need to check which operation the user has selected. Remember, in the simple.html, we have here these 4 values. So we have the plus, we have the minus, we have the multiply, and we have the divide. So we are going to be using these values in order to determine which operation should we work on. So here I'm going to say if operation is equal to plus, then we need to do something, and then else if. Here I'm going to just here say print. Just for now, I'm going to say plus, and then else if the operation operation is equal to minus, then what we want to do is just for now, we want to print the minus. And if the operation here, if the operation is if the operation is equal to multiply, then what we want to do is we want to print this operation, or even you can even print the operation itself, because it already includes the operation itself, so you don't have to hard code that operation. And finally here else if the operation is equal to divide, then we want to here print, and then I'm going to print the operation. And finally I'm going to say else if none of these operations have been selected, then I'm going to say here print an error. There is an error. I'm going to say there is an error, because obviously nothing has been selected or something went wrong. So let me now save and head on over back to the browser and show you what's going to happen. Let me here refresh, and then let me select, for example, plus, and here pass just fake numbers 5 and 5, and then click on calculate. And as you can see, it's gonna here return 5, and we don't want that. Actually, we want to return the operation itself, or we actually here need to return return, and then that operation. Instead of print, let's return the operation itself. So I'm going to say here return the operation, and then I'm going to pass it in all of these cases. So here return the operation, and here return the operation, and finally here return the operation. And now let me save and refresh. Let me go back and refresh, and let me pass here just numbers, and then select, for example, plus, and then here 5, and then if you click on calculate, it's going to return, as you can see, it's going to return plus. If you select, let me select minus, and let me click on calculate, it's going to return minus. If you do the same with divide or multiply and click on calculate, it's going to return multiply. So it worked, and now we know how to determine which operation the user has selected.